David Conchola. Some of you guys don't recognize David. David works on the third base line at Royals games. He's a police officer and he works in his off-duty times. And I asked him the other night, I said, Dave, you know, he said, oh, Mama's the big moneymaker. And so I said, well, did Mama buy this for you, fantasy camp? And he said, no. What I decided to do was, since the Royals pay me to do this, and he loves to do it, he loves to hang out at Royals games, he said, I decided to give that money back to the Royals and come down and be a part of fantasy camp. So that's a great thing. We're so blessed to have you. By the way, Dave was the only player in fantasy camp to hit in the 700s. He hit 704. And he led the fantasy camp with 19 hits, so that's awesome, buddy. Good job. The doc, the Italian, Dr. Carl Falcone. Hey, doctor, hey. It's like a cross between Billy Buckner, the San Diego Chicken, and the Unknown Comic. I haven't figured out which one that guy is yet. But he did do a great imitation of Billy Buckner at first base yesterday. The sad thing is it was completely by accident. And luckily it was in foul territory, so it was all right. All right, next guy is David Haggard. Dave's been here a long time, big returnee for fantasy camp. Today, Dave led fantasy camp in extra base hits with 6, and today he had a double, triple, and an outside the park home run that I think landed somewhere up on Bell Road. He hit an absolute bomb today. You probably, if you haven't seen him, you've probably heard him like, he's taking pictures the whole camp. And so David said, we'd love to have you, keep coming back. Next guy, Chris Shank. And to your lovely wife as well, who's been following you around the entire camp with that camera and smiling. She's sitting right here with the camera and, you know, still following, smiling. And the first time I looked at you, I didn't know like you were going to beat me up or get some brass knuckles and deck me. You had that look on your face, and so we got the gear on him just to hide that look on his face because we didn't want to, you know, we were afraid. And so, you know, little guys, you know, little sticks of dynamite, you know, might take us. And anyway, Shaker got the catching, and all of a sudden he was so happy, and he found his niche, and he kept calling timeout, and he'd run back to the fence where his wife was videotaping, and he was like narrating his own DVD that he's going to be having at home. So it was like, he made this big catch like behind home plate, and then he caught it and threw it back to the pitcher, and then he ran back and he said, hey, I just caught a pop-up off of so-and-so pitching when someone was hitting, and take that, and then ran back behind the plate. So, you know, hey, it's funny, but you know, it's his fantasy. Let the guy alone, all right? Steve Sell. Sell is, I think we need to check his birth certificate because I really think he's 18. He looks like he's maybe 20-something, but Steve's been here a long time. He's got great stories. He plays everywhere. He's caught a bunch of games. Third base, outfield, doesn't matter. He'll play anywhere you want him to play. He's like the best guy that I've gotten to know. I've had the pleasure of knowing and to develop a relationship off the field. You're awesome. I'm so glad you're a part of this. You bring so much to this fantasy camp. Thanks for being here, buddy. Our Ironman Award again. This was a guy who's a repeat guy, and he's good looking like Joe Randa. And I only say that because all the guys, these are guys, and they keep coming to me and keep asking me, hey, do you think Joe Randa will let me get a picture for my wife? Jeez. Just be a model, dude. Let's go. Okay, so anyway, it's just secret admiration. He smacked it. I knew he was going to do that.
We're the younger generation. It's accepted.
As far as you know. Yeah, I heard that. The secret's out. We're out of the closet. Excellent. So anyway, let's get back to it. This is about their fantasy, not our fantasy, all right? Jeez. All right, anyway, our Ironman Award is again to a returnee. The guy plays everywhere, very talented. You know, this guy, I know he's hurting. I know that his arm hurts, his leg hurts, everything hurts, and he just gets after it. He will play anywhere you ask him and do very well. So our buddy Steve Sell wins our Ironman Award. Our next guy wins the Hustle Award, and I kind of already blew this because you could nickname him Treadmill. But Chrisman, at first we thought Chrisman was a good dancer because he was always doing the Running Man in motion. But we realized he was really trying. But I mean, he always ran everywhere, even though he hurt. I think someone today said it's not going to be too long before those sticks are going to start giving out after that big body is going to start weighing it down on top. But he really got after it, and Aaron Chrisman wins our Hustle Award. And our last guy here, and 1 second, let me get the...
Read that right.
Okay, we're going to go with our, first of all, we're going to go with our Inspirational Award. This guy, regardless of where we played, where anybody else wanted to play, this guy always said, it doesn't matter, we just want to have fun, it's fantasy camp, I'm just here to meet good friends, I'm just so happy to be here, and you guys are fun to be with, and he's picking everybody up all the time, great, whoa, got it. Did you hit the edit button on that? Is that? Oh, okay. Glad I was a good defensive player and not a hitter. Anyway, the Italian doc, Dr. Carl Falcone, is our most inspirational award. And our most valuable player, there were so many guys that did so many great things. I mean, we had a ton of great hitters, a ton of great defensive players. Just a great attitude. It was just awesome to be a part of this team. I know that next year we're taking White's team down because I've had it with them. I'm tired of it. But anyway, this guy, again, just the attitude of wanting to be here, just to give back to the Royals. Obviously, offensively, he just absolutely destroyed the ball. He was the one guy that hit 700, led it in hits, and just an all-around awesome guy. And, you know, kids out there love professional athletes. They love us as baseball players, and we're role models. But to me, people that do what Conch does for a living and sacrificing and putting his life on the line as a police officer, to me is a true hero. So it's an honor to give our MVP award to David Conchola. That's it, Fred. Come on up.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, gentlemen. Somebody mentioned the families and wives and how pretty they are. In life, as in baseball, some of you guys are overachievers, I'll just tell you that. Some of you outkick your coverage. You got prettier wives than you deserve. Would the championship team make your way over here to this door? Right now, the gold team, gold for a reason.